Phenomena. 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 Phenomena.
Hey guys, welcome back to the official Flame Muppets YouTube channel, home of Kidderminster Leisure League action. And after last week's success of securing second place, it is now time for a new start. It's a new season, 14-game season. We can't wait to get started, and our first fixture is unbelievably against our bitter rivals, Puyol. It should be a great game. Both teams will be challenging right at the top of the season. We can't wait to get started. Here's the lineup for tonight's match. Full 9 to choose from. Can we beat them? Can we get the bragging rights? Come on, you Flame Muppets! And we're underway here in this big derby game at the White Forest Kidderminster Leisure Centre as Puyol look to start the game and come forward on this left hand side, then spread it to the right hand side as their man holds onto it to midfield and decides what to do for trying to take it past Ash on the right hand side. He gets past Connor as well. However, Connor was about to hold him up in the end and he has to turn back and play it on the edge of the box into the middle. Their man now holds off Josh and spreads it back to the left hand side before he plays it back again onto the right hand side. It's a nice play for Puyol early on, and Muppets going to have their work cut out here as Puyol is displaying some nice passing footballers again. They spread the ball and hold on to it as they try and create an opening, try and get the first opportunity of this match early on, and then have it again in the right hand side, and they twist as their man twists, turns in and full ball before playing it to the centre. Spread out left hand side, however Josh fouls their man and it's a free kick. The free kick is taken short, and now the first shot of the game, however, is deflected off Ash and goes wide at the post. Josh lumps are kicking forward all the way over to the other end of the pitch as Lewis gets on it and tries to control it over his touches point and goes into the keeper's arms. Puyol pounce down with the ball now in their own half as their player drives down the left hand side. It plays it in down left hand side. It's a great opportunity for them to have a shot. He does. It's parried by George. However, Reese heads it back safely into George's hand. It was a good opportunity. It was a good save as George now looks to distribute it out. He rolls out to Josh, who tries to go for the clearance. However, it's blocked and their pass in the edge of the box. He turns Josh. It's 1-on-1. He's got to score surely. It's a great save from George. He saves it with his face. A very unorthodox save. It's a really brilliant save. As opposed to counter attack, Ash plays it into Lewis Page. Lewis turns his man. He's got an opportunity to shoot. He shoots. Oh, he's found the bottom right hand corner. A great goal from Muppets, and they draw first blood in a big derby match. Let's watch this again. Josh failed to clear it, but George made a crucial save, a great block with his face, and Muppets then went straight up the other end with their first chance of the game, with Ash putting a good ball into Lewis, who turned his man, took his time and put a great finish to the bottom right hand corner, and Muppets lead. Puyol though now looking to get back in the game and get an equaliser straight away as they play Josh forward with a nice ball to the left hand side. He plays at a tight angle, but he tries to cut it with his right foot into the top corner. It's a good save from George getting two hands to it to push it wide. The resulting kick-in is taken by Puyol as they play it short before a player plays it back for the 1-2. He now sets up their player in the edge of the box, tries a shot, it's a good block from Josh, and now Muppets can counter for the second time. Lewis drives forward, it's a great touch, another great touch out his feet. Will he score? He smashes it, he smashed it home. It's a great finish from Lewis. Two quick fire goals for Muppets, they're 2-0 up in the derby. Let's watch it again. Muppets have been nowhere near in this match. Puyol on the better of the opening. Have a two quick fire counter attacks for Muppets. 2 shots, 2 goals, clinical finishing. Lewis Page with 2 goals. Muppets lead 2-0. Puyol desperately need to recover from these 2 early setbacks. Their player does real drive down the right hand side. He beats a couple of players, including Connor. He tries to square it, but there's no one there. And Josh calmly plays it back to George in goal, who now rolls out to Reese. Reese looks for the long ball forward. It's a great ball cutting through their defence. However, Lewis Page's shot is well saved by their keeper. But Puyol now looking to try and counter us as their player is in the middle of the park. He drives forward out of defence. Reese gets tackling, however, it deflects straight back to their player who's got an opportunity to shoot. He shoots, however, it loops into George's hands. Puyol player has it now in the middle of the park. He turns away from Ash and gives their player on the right hand side. He now turns and plays a nice 1-2 back with the player before playing it into the middle of the park. It's gone under their player's foot here, but their player now on the left hand side gets it. He tries to beat Josh and gets some space for a shot. He does do, but George is alert to make the save. Puyol have it in their half now as they spread it out to the left hand side when their player again is forced to come back as Matt pressurises him and he plays it into the midfield as their midfield now looks to drive out of defence, but Reese is really well to win it back and clear it. Muppets have possession now as they look to come forward on the break as Lewis plays out to Ash on their right hand side. He looks straight back into Lewis. However, Puyol not getting men back and it's becoming harder to try and break them down as Ash now has to force to play it back to Lewis, who plays it all the way back to Reese at the back. Reese now shifts it to the left hand side where Connor has a nice pass as Connor sees the ball and plays it into Matt. Matt with a nice turn on the ball now manages to keep hold of it before playing it out to Lewis on the right hand side. He now plays a nice 1-2 of Ash and he's in a good position, however they're played as well to get back and defend the push him out wide and try and win the ball back. However, Lewis managed to hold on to it and drive inside, and comes inside to a good area now as he fakes a shot before playing out to Ash on the right hand side. Ash now tries to drive at the defence and has a shot from a tight angle. However, it's a good save from the keeper and the danger's clear. George with the ball now, he rolls out to Reese, who puts a nice ball forward into the path of Ash. Ash now drives at the defence and plays it on his outside to Matt, who chooses to have a shot first time, however it's just wide the post. The ball is with their keeper now as he rolls it out short to their defender, who puts a nice ball out to the right hand side. There looks to come forward now, they Puyol pants down and try and get opportunity. However, the ball is lost in the midfield when Ash does really want to win it back. Lewis Page gives it him and Ash runs past his man. He tries to have a shot, he puts a shot and he megs the keeper. A fantastic finish from Ash. It's now 3-0 in the derby game. Could this be game over already? Let's see this again as Ash wins it back in the midfield. He gets it back off Lewis and then runs past his defender and puts a great shot through the legs of the keeper. It's 3-0. Following that, double goal scorer Lewis is replaced by Scott. Scott has a right on touchline from Muppets. He tries to play it into Ash, however loses the ball and Matt wins it back. There's a nice ball into Reese. Reese puts a nice ball in the air to Connor on the left hand side, who takes a touch, takes his time, tries to try and come forward, but he's forced to play it back to Reese, who now takes time on the ball and puts another long ball to the right hand side where Scott takes a nice touch, plays it back to Matt, who tries to play it back to Reese, who's under pressure from their striker and but still plays it forward to Ash Brooks, who then turns on the ball. He's under a lot of pressure from their player and he has to play it back to Matt, who then plays it back to George Hudson in goal. Some nice pass and play from Muppets, who look to hold onto the ball as they are 3-0 up. It's a nice right from George to Con on the right hand side. He has it now and looks to try and take on his man. He does, he gets on the inside of him and plays a nice ball into Ash. There he then puts a nice ball on the right hand side to Scott. Scott's chance, he's got 1-on-1, he finishes it lovely into the bottom left hand corner. It's 4-0, we're in Dreamland, this is incredible. 4-0 Flame Muppets. As we will see again, it was an incredible passing move from Muppets. In fact, every player on the pitch touched the ball, including the goalkeeper, and there was a total of 12 complete passes before Scott calmly slotted home into the bottom left-hand corner. It was a great passing move from Muppets, and it's 4-0 incredibly. We were not expecting this, and the game has been quite even, funnily. However, Muppets have taken their chances of being clinical, and Puyol pants down have not, and consequently it's 4-0. Muppets are in Dreamland. They're 4-0 up against their rivals.
Oh my god.
The game might be over and it's not even half time yet, but still Puyol pants down up to come forward to try and save their embarrassment a little as they have a long shot. George makes a save, or he can't hold on to it, but Reese Pugh clears it to safety. George Hudson has the ball now in goal as he rolls out into the middle where Ash is, and he'll look to come forward. He drives inwards now at their defence, looking to try and get a fifth maybe, but he evades the challenges and is forced to pass it back to Matt Price, so gives it back to him on the right hand side. He now again looks to drive in and beat their midfielder and spreads to the left hand side where Reese will pick it up, a defender who puts a nice ball into the midfield straight into Matt's feet. He takes a nice touch and plays it to the right hand side where Scott is. Scott now tries to turn his man, he gets the ball stuck under his feet, however he still maintains possession of the ball and then tries to get down the line and try and cut in. He does, however he's dispossessed by a defender, and now Puyol pants down, look to clear it, and they do it. It's gone to the halfway line, however it's gone straight to Ash, who picks it back up and the back line as he now beats his midfielder and looks to continue to drive forward. It's a nice ball into Conor McGonagall, but he can't quite get his touch right into the goal kick. Reese with the ball at the back from Muppets now. He puts a nice ball to the right wing where Scott is. He looks to try and cut inside. However, he loses out to their midfielder, who wins back possession now to drive forward and put your pants down. He tries to play it to the right wing where their player is now. However, Connor does really well to win it back and hold off his man and then turn another man as he drives forward and plays to Matt, who now puts a nice ball into Ash. It's a nice touch. He has a shot. It's a good shot, however, it's a great save from the Puyol pants down keeper. The resulting corner comes in from Scott. It was a great ball. He puts perfect to Matt. Has a nice touch. He shoots. However, he's p-rolled it right into the keeper's hands. Puyol pants down keeper has the ball now and tries to roll it out to the right hand side. Their defender takes a touch and now looks a long diagonal ball across the pitch. He throws it over, their player can't get underneath it and heads it out from Muppets kicking. It's been a remarkable and very, very impressive first half performance from Muppets, and they will go into the break leading 4-0. The second half is underway and Puyol pants down are coming out, going forward immediately, trying to reduce this deficit, but their pass intercepted well by Ash, and now Ash looks to drive forward and plays a nice ball out to the right wing where Scott is. Their defender now is trying to get back, put pressure on him, and he does, and he gives away a corner. The corner is then taken by Scott, however delivery is poor, and Puyol pants down win it back, and now look to try and counter-attack and come forward as their player comes through the middle of the park. He gets past Ash, however Matt does really well and Ash recovers well to play it back into George and avert the danger. George with the ball now and puts a nice roll out to Liam in the middle, puts a nice first time pass into Matt. He drives forward at their defender now and with a ball roll fakes it the other way, and now Scott has it in a tight angle. He goes for the shot and it just goes wide the post. Puyol Pants have a kicking in a dangerous position here. They try to put a pass in, however Ash has really got to win it back. He was under pressure from two players and with some great footwork gets away for them. He's down under pressure again and again and puts a nice pass through to the left hand side where Josh is. Now Josh can drive forward down this left wing and he continues to drive forward for putting a nice ball through to Liam. Liam's throwing goal, it's a great opportunity, however it just hits the side net and it was a good opportunity but just missed. Scott takes the Muppets kicking in the opposition half, plays it short to Matt, who will come back and plays it back to Ash Brooks, who is now playing centre back. He now looks to drive forward at the defence. It was a nice ball through to Josh in a good position, but Josh just hits it over, just got over the ball. It was a good effort. Scott takes the Muppets corner, but once again it's Paul's delivery, and now Puyol can counter-attack as their player runs half the pitch. It's all only plays back from Muppets. He's Meg's dash, great position to shoot, has a shot. It's a great save from George Hudson, who parries it but gets on the rebound. And now he looks to roll out to Ash, and Muppets look to counter again. It's end-to-end stuff here, despite the scoreline being 4-0 as Ash now takes his time and turns back. He fakes to go backwards but turns their midfielder, and he gets past the man. He puts a nice ball through his left-hand side where Liam is. Liam takes a touch in, the keeper's fell over. Liam's put it in the back of the net. It's 5-0, it's 5. It's a great goal, and Liam Buckley gets a goal after coming on at half time. It's yet another goal that comes from a George Hudson save, who's made a lot of saves to keep us in the game at crucial times. He then rolled out to Ash, who looked to drive forward their defence, have a great turn there to go for his man, and then here he fakes to go backwards for driving inwards and plays it to Liam Buckley on the left hand side, who finishes after faking the shot and putting the keeper on the floor. It's a great goal. It's Liam's 4th goal in 5 games. Muppets make their first change of the second half with Reese Pugh coming back on at centre back for Ash Brooks. As Puyol have a kick in as they try to get at least a goal in this match as they play it short, for it's played short against their player looks to cut inside and has a shot over its right to George Hudson. Puyol in possession again. They really haven't played that bad, but they've just been punished and blown away by Muppets on the counter attack and a sort of display of clinical finishing as their player has it from miles out and has a shot over it's miles over. George rolls out to race into the box and puts a nice ball forward in the middle towards Liam. He's got the ball at his feet and there's only one thing and his mind's going to try and take their player on, and he tries to, however he gets dispossessed by their player who now tries to bring the ball forward on the left hand side. He doesn't have a lot of options apart from the player to his left and he shifts it to him and now their player beats Matt. He's got a great opportunity to shoot from a tight angle. He shoots but it's just driven wide the post. It was a good effort from a tight angle but it just went wide. Muppets make another sub with Conor McGonagall coming on for Matt Price. Muppets have a corner which is taken by Lewis, who is also on the pitch now, and he gives it to Liam, who tries to drive inside. He's got a good position to shoot. He shoots. It's a good save from their keeper, and to come back out in danger, not completely clear as Liam picks it back up again. He gets a nice cut inside now on the right side. He gets past the man, gets a shot off it just towards wide the post. Puyol still looking for that goal in this game as their defender now plays it forward to their player who takes a touch on the outside of Reese and has a shot over George Hudson, who parries it to the left hand side where Josh is, who will now clear it down the line. Puyol pants down again, looking to try and come forward, but their player is forced to go backwards. Have some nice pressure from Lewis up front. Their player now puts a nice ball to their player. They're back to goal. He tries to flick it up. He flicks it straight into George Hudson's hands, who will now roll out to Josh on the left hand side. He just played down the line, have it straight to their player now, who looks to try forward. He has a shot from range. He shoots. However, George, you can't really see it, but George has a nice hand to that and forces it wide for a corner. Puyol pants down the result on corner and they play it. And they play some nice passing play here, some nice passing interchanges, but their player eventually has a shot and it goes over. George has the ball now and he rolls out to Reese Pugh, tries to put a nice pass to the middle, however their player steals it off Lewis in the midfield, and now their player has it. He's tried to get a lot of shots off today and he gets another one, however it's just over. It's been deflected over and it'll be a corner. Puyol pants down, have their corner that they won from that shot, and they play it short as their player now plays it back down the line to their defender who's come forward now as he takes a touch and plays it back inwards to their player who gives it back to him on a 1-2. He manages to drive forward with a burst of pace, gets down to a good position, he then manages to take it past Connors in a good position to get a shot. He shoots, however it's a stanchion at the back of the goal. Some nice play there from our opposition. George rolls out to Reese, who loves his long balls and looking for a long diagonal across the pitch to Lewis. It's a nice ball, and Lewis with a nice touch takes it down. Now it's time to take on the defender. He puts a great ball through. Liam takes a first time shot. It's a great shot, but it hits the post. A great effort there from Muppets. Puyol's keeper has it now and he rolls out to the right hand side where their defender has it. However, some nice pressure from Lewis and he wins it back and he nutmegs him on the way through. Now he comes through in a 1-1 position. It's a poor touch. We managed to get a shot off, but the keeper stands up and makes himself big and makes a save. Into the last few minutes now, and it's still 5-0. It has really been a derby humiliation for Puyol Pants Down, but it's been so sweet for Flame Muppets so far. But Puyol Pants Down, still credit to them, are still trying to come forward looking for that goal, and it's a nice 1-2 chip ball over the top from Puyol Pants Down to square it in a good position, but the shot is just over the bar. Final sub for Muppets as Liam Buckley, the goal scorer, comes on for Ash, a fellow goal scorer. Meanwhile, Muppets come forward as Lewis plays a nice ball into Reese Pugh. Reese can have a shot for his first goal for the club, but it's a great save from their keeper. Into the dynamos of the game now, and the corner's come in, and Lewis has missed it. You can't really see, but it's fouled. Josh walking into the box, who has a shot. It's a great save again from the Puyol pass on keeper. Has made some good saves in the last few minutes, and Muppets is denied a 6. Right at the end of the game here, and it will be Derby Days like Flame Muppets as they have humiliated their rivals. Puyol Pants down 5-0. It's their second biggest win ever, but it'll probably be the sweetest as it is against their rivals. A great performance, great display of clinical finishing, and great counter-attacking play. Yes, what a win for the Flame Muppets, one of the biggest in our history, absolutely humiliating our rivals by 5-0. It is an historic win, and it puts us in great shape going into the new season. And look at this, for the first time in our history, we can say we are top of the league, we are top of the league. A great achievement. Well done to Lewis Page, who was the fans' player of the match, man of the match, and well done to George Hudson, who was the referee's man of the match. Great performances from everyone there. But we now move on to next week, where we will have another derby game, and this time against Peacock Blinders, so it was a feisty one. So we look forward to that, but until then, forever flaming!